Hello, and welcome to the Junker's Guide to Eve. I am your host, Lord Rumfish. This is my character, Delphina. And I am here to show you some cheap tricks on EVE Online. These are not the tricks that are going to make you a billion ISK per hour. They're not even going to make you 100 million ISK per hour. They're just some cheap tricks that you can do as a new character that you might find interesting. So one of the things that you can do as a new character is you always have access to a ship called a Corvette. There's this little button over here whenever you're in a station that if you have no Corvette class ship in the station, then you'll be provided one that's from your faction. Now in my case I am Minmatar. I get this lovely Reaper. So the Reaper is this little ugly duckling of a ship, horrifically asymmetrical, and it comes fitted with a civilian Gatling autocannon, a civilian miner, and a 1 meganewton civilian afterburner. So, of these modules, you almost certainly are not going to get much mileage out of the civilian miner. It gets outclassed the most easily. Sometimes the civilian afterburner fits into a build of a ship, because you have a mid-slot open, but you don't have a lot of megawatts. You'd like a module that can increase the ship's speed, but you only have about 1 megawatt open. The requirements of fitting this are very low. Right, just 1 megawatt of power grid usage, 2 teraflops of CPU, it's like nothing. So because it's so easy to fit on a ship, this module is mildly demanded, very mildly. You know, worth like, I don't know, 2,000-3,000 ISK kind of thing. But enough so that if you collect up a pile of them, then you might want to repackage them. And I'll show you how to do this and sell them on the market. You can also do this to your Corvette class ship. There's 4 different Corvettes. Every character is a member of a faction. You get one of the 4 ships. And they've got basically the same array of stuff, except the gun changes a little bit. For Minmatar, it deals kinetic and explosive. It does not require ammunition. It uses energy. It's actually classified as a small energy turret. It is not... These little turrets, it seems like they don't get the ship bonuses for energy turrets. But they do get some of the module bonuses or skill bonuses. It's kind of piecemeal how it's flagged in the game. I guess they don't really want to incentivize you to use it, but you can. So, first of all, we want to save these modules, so we're going to go down to strip fitting, right-click on the ship, strip fitting, and now if you go into the fitting window, you can see everything's gone into the inventory. Not the inventory of the ship, like into the docking bay's inventory. Alright, now we're going to leave the ship, right there. And now we go to our inventory. It looks like this box, kind of like from the game Cubert. Alright, here's the Reaper. So we're going to select it, we're going to go down to repackage. Now if we go into the ship hangar, you see it's been packaged up. Now if we tried to hit board my Corvette right here, even though it's been packaged up, I'm pretty sure it would launch us back into this ship again. Let's try it. Yep, see, it launched us into the same exact ship even though we packaged it up and everything. So, You have to leave the ship. Repackage the Reaper, and then let's look at the market details. We're in Jeddah right here. As you can see, I actually have some of these for sale already. So you can go fly to Jeddah as a new player, and you have a limited number of slots for how many items you can sell. Trade is the first skill you're going to get that increases your limit of buy-sell orders. Then you can unlock retail, then retail can unlock wholesale. Wholesale can unlock, I think it's Tycoon. I'm not there yet. But it increases the number of orders you can have open. So if you like the idea of doing this trick some, you can train up your trade and retail a little bit. Anyway, we can see people are trying to sell this for $39,990. You can change the first 4 numbers of a price, not anything after that. So we're going to sell it for $39,980. Down here you want to make sure it's set to 3 months, so there's no extra cost to doing so. If you want to go to immediate, this would be like people who have active buy orders open. But if you want to wait for someone to pay the price that you're setting, then you want to leave that order open as long as you can. $39,980. Alright. Now there are also skills you can train up to reduce the sales tax and the broker's fee. That's not necessary though. If you're selling it for this much, you're going to turn a profit, even with those taxes and fees in place. Alright, now we've got a Reaper for sale, and we can do this process all over again. We can, as long as we've got, you know, the lowest price here in Jeddah, then we can just put up additional orders at this same exact price level. We don't need to undercut ourselves more than we have to. So you end up with these civilian afterburners, civilian miners, and whatever the gun is for your particular ship type. In this case, it's the civilian Gatling autocannon. They're all pretty similar. I think they all have the same fitting requirements. They have slightly different, like, damages that they do. They mess around a little bit with the optimal range and fall off and such on the guns, but they're all very close to being the same. Now, the funny thing about these is that you can't sell them on the market. You can sell them in contracts. But I think it's interesting to hold on to these. You can sell both of these. Miners, the civilian miners are worth almost nothing. Right, like I put in a sell order here. People have already been undercutting it. That's fine. It's kind of whatever. There's not much of any market for these things. You can technically try to sell them though. I would wait until you've got a big stack of them. Like a big stack of them. Before you bother. And you still might not manage to sell any. The afterburners though, you probably can. So you can highlight multiple things. You know, you can click and drag over them like this, or you could click one, hold down shift, it'll highlight everything in sequence, I believe. Right? Yeah, hold down shift, it does that, or you can hold down control, and it highlights individual things in a group. So we're going to highlight these, select both of them, repackage both of them. They can stack all. Right click, look at the market details here, and we can check out what civilian afterburners are selling at in the station. These are so cheap here, I'm just going to buy them out. They're way under price. See, I've got 13 for sale up here. For the purpose of this example, we'll just undercut the bottom price here. 2,773. We'll take these and the ones we just bought at deep discount. And we'll try to sell these for 2,772. And you can do all of this as many times as you want. Basically, because of the way the Board My Corvette button works, you can only have one Corvette in your ship hangar at a time. It'll just make you board the one you already own. It'll even make you board one that you own from another faction, so watch out for that. But yeah, you can do this process as many times as you want. Strip fitting, leave ship. Repackage. And we can put up another one for sale. So 39,980, that's our price. And there you go. This is a trick you can do as a new player. You can pile up as many of your newbie guns as you want. You can pile up as many afterburners and civilian miners as you want. And one of the neat things you can do with a pile of those civilian guns is you can equip them up onto a ship with a lot of turret slots. Alright, so the Thrasher is, if you're a Minmatar, you're going to get one of the... two of them, actually, I think. I think you'll get 2 Thrashers for free as part of doing all of your newbie quest lines in your quest hub when you start the game. There'll be, like, the different faction agents that lead you down, like, industry and exploration and combat and all of that. You'll get a couple of these Thrashers. And whatever faction you're a member of, this is the Destroyer class ship, you'll get a couple of these. And one of the neat things about it is it comes with a whole bunch of turret slots. Look at the fitting. This is the turret hardpoints here. It has 7. So Destroyers, they just have a ton of spots on them for little guns, small guns, like the kind you fit on frigates. I'll go ahead and buy a Thrasher here. Okay, so here is our Thrasher. I'm going to go into ship fitting. And now we can take all of these little newbie guns that we have, and, you know, they don't work especially well for the ship. They don't really get the ship's bonuses if you train up the ship's skill. But you get these guns for free. They do not require ammunition. They have a high turret tracking speed. Just about as high as it gets, really. You can group all the weapons with that button. So now you don't have to click them all individually. When you fly out into space, they'll all be in one group. Just click it once. And now you've got some offense in your early days on your career. You don't have to buy ammunition. It's a very cheap fit to go and fly level 1 missions. You can take a Thrasher with these guns and fly level 2 missions. You know, I put like a rocket launcher over here, did a shield tank, you know, put like a nanofiber internal structure to make it faster, put in some rigs. If you really know how to fly and you really know what you're doing, you can fly level 2 missions with this fit. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about your first steps, and it's really easy to just disassemble a bunch of your Corvette class ships, take all the guns, put them onto a destroyer, and then go fly some level 1 missions. Instead of a rocket launcher on level 1 missions, you can put like a salvager up here. A salvager is something that can help you after you've blown up all the enemy ships and looted them. You can target them and salvage them for pieces, and those pieces help in different kinds of crafting. And some of the pieces are worth quite a bit of money. And you can train up your salvager skills to get better at that. You know, it's all about where you want to spend your time in the game, but if you don't mind taking it easy and trying to get every bit of value, you know, every nickel that you can out of every moment and every corner of the game, and you're not concerned about trying to make the most money possible, then yeah, you can absolutely take this, fly level 1 missions, blow up pretty much anything you need to blow up, and then you can just salvage all the wrecks, go and do it all over again. So this is all a little tongue-in-cheek. There are ways to make so much more money in EVE, but sometimes it's about having fun too. So if you've had any enjoyment from this today, please like, subscribe, share the joy. And until next time, never stop honing your critical thinking and empathy.